Cancer, welcome back to Rogue Mystic Divination. This is going to be your weekly for December 1st through the 7th. So, as always, make sure you like and subscribe if you like the content here. I do dailies, weeklies, and monthlies, so I'm finally back on track, or getting there. And, yeah, so. For the 1st, there's a tower coming in on the 1st of December, but it's going to allow you to have a bunch of personal transformation. Do not be afraid of change, and something that has been delayed is going to start moving towards you again. It could be because of some suffering you went through in the past, but whatever is initiated today will help the stormy time in your life right now stop. It hasn't come to an end yet, but it's about to stop within the next week and a half. So be patient and try to just kind of go with the flow, but it is the tower in reverse, so it may end up affecting you in ways that catch you off guard. For the 2nd of December, we have the Chariot, so that is our card, and I thought that was out of focus. There we go. For the 2nd of December, we have the Chariot, which is our card for the sign. So this is going to be progress that you predicted you would make, but it may not come in the way or in the amount of time that you expect. It could be overnight. You'll be able to power through, though, and you may have two choices to make, or a choice between two things that you will be able to decide for or against. Either way, you're making progress toward a goal that you've had for quite a while. And now I can't stop thinking of an ambulance, so ensure that whatever progress you're trying to make doesn't end up getting you sent to the hospital. You can maintain control, you just have to not ask anyone's permission to have this control, because it's yours to have. For December 3rd, we have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. This is you finding out how some people act about money or around money because of money. This isn't anything negative for you per se, but if you end up getting an inheritance or some other kind of windfall in your favor, you could see how much people value wealth over the relationships that they currently have. The 4th of December. Whatever movements that are being made on Tuesday, it seems as though they're going to roll over, and you're going to get something because of what happened, or not Tuesday, on the 2nd. Whatever happens on the 2nd is going to roll over into the 3rd, and people are going to be able to see that you got something, and it's going to trigger their jealousy, their greediness. And as much as you want to separate from something or someone, you don't need to think about the separation right now. It's more about taking care of you before you make any drastic decisions. Because something is coming up and triggering your insecurity, and that is what's going to be the real problem. And since it's the Queen of Cups, I'm going to say that, one, this is the second Cancer card that we've had for this week. So there's going to be something about you and focused around you, something that you have, that you gain, the movements that you make, that's most likely going to end up triggering quite a few people. And because of that triggering, it's going to almost make you reliant on somebody else to be your security and your almost the wall between you and everything else. And this doesn't come up a lot, for me anyway, but the Queen of Cups, representing Cancer, Cancers and crabs are tidal creatures. So they can be at the greatest depths, they can be on dry land, but for the most part, the majority of crab species, you know what, I'm not even going to say that for sure, but Cancers anyway tend to be in between a lot. In the middle of a family, in the middle of a friend group, in the middle of making this decision, making that decision, always being able to transfer to something else or go back to what they're familiar with. So that may be what it is that the decision that you're faced with on Monday. It doesn't really seem like that decision is going to come about this week, though. It feels like next week, but we'll see. For the 5th, your priority should be on manifesting, not manipulating what already exists. Create rather than manipulate. Falling back on manipulation instead of forging forward with the creation path is going to end up making you backslide. It may undo all the work that you've done towards a manifestation. For the 6th, I have the Queen of Wands. So if you were unsure about movements that you're going to make, you're going to become very sure on the 6th and on the 7th. You're not going to be above utilizing some of this darker energy or self-serving energy to get you to where it is that you're going. There is still this codependency there, so ensure that it's not actually destroying the path that you're trying to get on. And going back to that title feeling, that Queen of Cups in the middle feeling, don't be tempted to go back to something that you thought you left behind. You're still attached to something from the past, and you may not be as aware of it as you would think that you would be, but because of that is why you need to be very aware of not backsliding. Also, don't start destroying what it is that you've been working on. You could be very tempted to, just because it'd be easier than needing to package it up and put it away, but It doesn't feel like there's a lot of movement this week for you, Cancer, or for anyone this week, Cancer. It does look like there's a lot of decisions to be made. And you need to be very well aware of why it is that you're making these decisions. Even though they are personal decisions that you need to make, they are going to affect the people around you, so be conscious of that and know why it is that you're making these, and don't pawn it off on, well, I had to make a decision last minute and I didn't really have a choice, but you have a choice because you're going to see these decisions coming. And don't forget to acknowledge this whole Ten of Pentacles thing over here that's in reverse, because it's not just showing you how you react to wealth, but how other people around you react to it. And that as soon as they think that you don't have it, they're going to change their opinion about you very quickly. You could be a fantastic person whenever you're rich, but a horrible person when you're broke. So that's not a tell of the character that you hold. It's a tell of the character of these people who find themselves in judgment of you, and who think that voicing these opinions about you can change how it is that you interact with them. But it does look as though you are very well aware of this, and you're not going to be counting on these positive moves that other people seem to be throwing your way as a true intention. But make sure that you protect yourself this week, Cancer, and give yourself plenty of time to make these decisions, and know why it is that you're making them. It doesn't have to be that difficult of a week as long as you're honest with yourself about the people that you're dealing with. But have a fantastic week, and it does look like you're going to have some kind of fortunate thing happen in the beginning, so make sure to check your dailies, weeklies, and monthlies here on Rogue Mystic Divination, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in.